only network, Steve, you and I, that are covering this in America. So thank you for having me, and thank you for all that you are doing.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Hold on. Conservative media is not covering it that much. Traditional conservative media, and you guys can make your decisions whether you want to watch or not. But I got to tell you, CNN is all over it. They got correspondents. CNN is all over Arizona, and they're all over Georgia because they understand some explosions are going to start happening. So CNN, today they were live all in the morning show, and you'll probably see the chyrons as we go. But John, that part of the mainstream media and MSNBC, because they know that, once we get our hands on physical ballots, it's over. But go ahead, sir.
Well, that's what's going to happen here. And today on my show, State Senator Burt Jones, who's a very serious state legislator, he's a businessman, also along with Senator Brandon Beach, right off after that, both of them calling for the GBI to now get involved in this audit and to be side by side with the forensic analysis.
Tell the audience nationwide and in China, what is GBI? What does it stand for, and how important is it?
Georgia Bureau of Investigation. So we've got two state senators now, Republicans, Beach and Jones, calling for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to be side by side with the forensic analysis, looking at these 147,000 mail-in ballots. And what is at issue here? There's a couple of key things. Here's the two key things is, were there counterfeit ballots? 6 affidavits. Now we had 4, now it's 6. 6 affidavits of veteran election officials are alleging that up to 30,000 of these 147 ballots are fake. Somebody printed them up on a machine and ran them through the vote counting machines. They're not real. They're not attached to anybody. They have 4 pieces of evidence for this. None of these are going away. None of these can be explained. Number one, they're on different paper. What kind of paper are they on? Why isn't the same paper that everything else is on? Number two, they're not folded. Well, what do you mean they're not folded? In order to get an absentee ballot, you have to get it in the mail, which means that the Department of Elections in Georgia machine folded the ballot. You can't have a ballot in an envelope that you mail back or Dropbox back that's not folded. You either got it folded or you sent it back folded, or both with an envelope. So why aren't they folded? Number three, you've got the same exact bubble mark on the ballot, the same one for upwards of 30,000 of these ballots. 97% of them voting for Joe Biden, 97% voting for John Ossoff. And the fourth thing is, the affidavits say that these the bubble marks are not made by an ink pen or a pencil, that they're made by a machine. These are the things that they're going to look at. Now, they did an analysis batch of 950 military ballots. 950. I want you to grasp what the findings are. And this is a matter of public record. Nobody made this up. Out of a batch of 950 military mail-in ballots, Joe Biden got 950 votes, Trump 0. That's 100%. That is virtually impossible to have happen. Not only that, they were in sequential order. That's also impossible. That means that every ballot that came in the mail is somehow in exact sequential order. How is that possible? These are the things they're going to look at. This is why Burt Jones and Brandon Beach today, 2 state senators, called for the GBI to get involved. Here's the other thing Burt Jones said, state senator there. If the judge Judge Amero makes a declaratory judgment that counterfeit ballots were there and that some of them were counted twice, that's the other possibility here, that he's going to demand that Governor Kemp call a special session and they're going to start decertifying elections. Trump, Biden. Second one, U.S. Senate. Purdue likely won in the first ballot. Why is Ossoff there? Why was there a runoff? Number 3, a House seat, 7th district, 400 of votes separated the Democrat winning. Plus, there were a number of seats in the Georgia House that were under 200 or 300. All of those are going to call for a special session to be decertified. Steve, this is unbelievable what is going on.
I know it. Hang on. I'm going to keep you over the break. We got Arizona. We got Matt Braynard. We got tons of breaking news, particularly from Georgia. We're going to take a short commercial break.